Big story at 5 o'clock. A jury has found John DeBlase guilty of capital murder.
Now that verdict involves the deaths of his two children, 4-year-old Natalie and 3-year-old Chase. Local 15's Modupe Idowu has been inside the courtroom through the entirety of this trial. Modupe, what's next in the case?
Well, Greg, what will happen next is the judge will have to decide whether John DeBlase will actually get the death penalty. Now, this all comes after jurors sat through 8 days of testimony and deliberated for 6 hours over the course of 2 days. And today we learned they did in fact find John DeBlase guilty of all 3 counts of capital murder. As the verdict was read, DeBlase's head hung low and he shook his head back and forth. One by one, each juror stated yes to finding John DeBlase guilty of all 3 counts of capital murder in the death of his daughter, 4-year-old Natalie, and son, 3-year-old Chase. 2 counts are for the murder of a child under the age of 14, and the 3rd count is for the murder of 2 or more people. His parents, Anna and Richard DeBlase, rushed out of the courtroom. DeBlase's mother didn't want to go on camera, but tells me she feels she lost her best friend. He is their only child. The state argued the children were beaten, starved, duct-taped, and gagged by, quote, monsters, Heather Keaton and John DeBlase. In jail letters, DeBlase confesses to choking his 2 children to death to, quote, put them out of their misery. Natalie's body was dumped in the woods in Citronelle. Chase's body found in thick woods of Van Cleve, Mississippi. It was an emotional roller coaster as jurors shed tears listening to the gruesome, horrific details of the 2 children's death. The defense quickly placed the blame on Heather Keaton, DeBlase's common-law wife, calling her a, quote, violent, controlling psychopath that killed the children because she was jealous of their relationship with their father. The defense argued DeBlase allowed Keaton to abuse his children because he was madly in love and easily manipulated. In the end, the jury held John DeBlase accountable for the death of his, quote, Princess Natalie and little shadow Chase. Now, the state is seeking the death penalty, as we mentioned before, for John DeBlase. His sentencing will begin tomorrow morning at 8:30. For now, reporting live at Government Plaza, I'm Modupe Idowu, Local 15 News.